Hey, I'm your host, Doc Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and you're watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, our first guests are an entrepreneur, community leader, and a filmmaker, producer, and director. One is the founder of the Kingsbridge Unidos, a mutual aid group that distributes fresh produce and so much more to families in the Northwest Bronx. The other is a Brooklyn-based storyteller who carries a decade of experience working in film, TV, branded, and digital media. So they join us to speak about their efforts to promote and document an annual 3-on-3 basketball community event. So please welcome to the show Jessica Altagracia Woolford and Rachel Kessler. So you guys have come together to do what?
Well, first, thank you for having us. It's really exciting to be here at BronxNet to talk about Buckets for the Bronx.
Buckets for the
Bronx, which was a really amazing community event that we hosted earlier this year here at Lehman. It was a huge testament to community coming together to care for some teens and provide a fun, engaging, safe space to play on a cold February afternoon with their friends at a free 3v3 tournament. And so when, Rachel and I have long been co-conspirators for good things. And when we shared that Haram and I had
co-conspirators and storytelling?
Yes, exactly. We thought, what a great story to share and hopefully inspire some folks to think about what else we could do to come together and build some good stuff.
Yeah. So what else have you come up with?
Well, that's where we're starting.
I mean, I'm just throwing it in there. We can start anywhere. But tell us a little bit about yourselves first.
Sure. Do you want to kick it off?
I can kick it off. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a storyteller, as you said, and I'm really interested in telling stories about leaders, visionary leaders like Jessica and her co-creator Haram, or co-organizer Haram, who center joy in the way that they have community, build community, think about community. So, there's a lot of bad stuff happening in the world, a lot of doom and gloom, but there's also a lot of good stuff.
Absolutely.
And it's really important to see that on screen because it's nice. And I'm so excited to be here to promote and share in the love that they bring to the Bronx.
What
really
inspired you to get involved in what you're involved in?
Well, Jessica and I have known each other since college. So we've really grown up together. And she is doing amazing work and I love sharing it. So
you guys have stories.
We got stories.
You got stories.
We got stories. Most of them for public consumption, not all of them. But Rachel and I have worked together on a few projects. She shot and directed my campaign ad when I ran a few years ago. And what's really special about this documentary, which we're really excited to share with the community, is that it centers the kids, right? And it's all about how resilient they are, how funny they are, and how talented they are. I mean, some of the basketball we saw that day, we were not totally anticipating that it was, no disrespect to the kids, but there were kids who were really showing up. And there were also some teens who showed up without teams that day and they made friends, which was kind of like the cherry on top of a really incredible afternoon.
Yeah, that's what's important. Kids mixing and mingling and meeting one another.
That's right. That's right.
Camaraderie, all those good things.
And there's a vision behind it, right? Like Jessica and Haram have a vision.
If anybody knows, you know.
I do, And it's really exciting to share in that and to witness that and to document what it takes to give people that kind of space.
Yeah. Excellent. So is there something coming up that we should know about?
Well, we're excited that we're going to start sharing publicly the documentary Buckets for the Bronx. So we come to you guys first at BronxNet because
we appreciate it.
Of course, we love local media. We love community media. And we wanted the documentary to be as accessible to the families, the kids, and the community members who helped us make this happen. So this was really, really important for us to make sure that we we came here and shared it with you all.
Thank you so much.
The hope is that this was the first annual. We get to do this again next winter. We could not pull off Buckets for the Bronx without the incredible support from sponsors. Flavor in Your Hair Barbershop was one of our first big sponsors. Very Rare Productions actually sponsored the 3 winning tickets to a Knicks game that some of the kids got to go to. And you'll see in the documentary that they shared they'd never been to Madison Square Garden. They'd never been to an NBA game. And so imagine how fun that must be. A group of teens getting to go to a basketball game on a Saturday night together and getting a break from a lot of that kind of doom and gloom, but also this sense that in the Bronx, everything's gritty, everything's tough, everything's hard. And it's like, we know how hard life is already. What we want to make sure, though, is to celebrate what's possible.
Absolutely. Rachel, let's take a look at this video. Take a piece of it. Yeah. Boom. What do you think? Just a little piece, just a little tease. It's a little touch.
It's a little tease, so you can see with the kids, the basketball that they were playing. Like Jessica said, I mean, I was blown away. I was not expecting that level of play. And a little tease of sort of the vibe of the video. It's fun. There's local musicians whose work we've used. And I'm excited for everyone to get to watch more.
So we'll look at I wish we can come and be a part of just to experience what you guys are experiencing. And I know there's a lot more you're going to shoot.
Yeah, definitely.
You have an eye for this. So you see it, you're going to take it, you're going to shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think in terms of what we end up collaborating on next, we'll see. But there's no question that there will be more to come.
College buddies to the end.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
How do people get involved in what you guys are doing?
Well, for Kingsbridge Unidos, we just turned 3 this year. So thank you. I know it's bittersweet to celebrate, I think, mutual aid work because it was born out of necessity, right? There were just people who weren't getting what they needed, but it's also really amazing to see all of the folks who have come together across different neighborhoods to provide care and support for folks. And so one of the ways that folks can get involved with the volunteer work we're doing is honestly, go to my Instagram, Jessica.Altagracia, and in my link in bio, we have a volunteer form sign-up sheet. So people can just say, hey, I'm interested. And because we are a volunteer group, we do what we can when we can. We invite folks to offer their skills or, like Rachel mentioned, we had a high school friend of mine, actually, Josh Elliott Bless was one of the folks who shared his music, Beats by 9 to 5, which was another childhood friend of Haram's. So people have different offerings they can bring that you might not even be thinking like, oh, I can help. I can lead a workshop. I can do all kinds of stuff.
And stuff that kids can identify with.
Right.
That's what you want. Yeah.
Right.
So who's eligible to participate in the Buckets for the Bronx 3-on-3 basketball event? Okay,
so this winter we'll be announcing more details about when the second annual event will be, but the priority is teens from 14 to 18. We will never turn away a teen who comes from out of the borough, but we definitely want to make sure that this is as much a celebration of Bronx teens as possible. Hopefully we'll have more than 3 girls next year who can participate. I'm a lifelong hooper. I keep a basketball in my trunk. And so
you have one?
I sure do. I always do.
I have one in the back of my car too. I have a football.
Okay.
Too.
All right.
And a soccer ball. And some boxing gloves.
You got a lot in the trunk.
You don't discriminate. Yeah.
But
all the sports that I've been,
yeah, it's good. It's healthy, right?
Yeah,
and so we will be announcing ways for folks to volunteer. The volunteers were incredible at the last event. And so, stay tuned.
Yeah. Do you guys need money?
Always.
Yeah, always.
Hey, guys, they need money. Guess what? Give me a camera over here. Which camera? I want you guys to ask.
I got you. I have no problem.
Is this a good camera for you? All right, look into the camera and go for it.
Just for context, for folks to understand how much work went into this, it cost us about $5,000 to fundraise to be able to pay for this event, to keep it free. It's really important that this event is free for teens. And so we asked small businesses, we have folks who are connected to Lehman, folks who are connected to the community. Maybe you played basketball. This is an opportunity for you to give back and to pour into kids the way that someone poured into you one day. So
and to document it, takes a lot of people, a lot of work. So yeah, we need money. We need money to do this. If you like what you see, if you like what we're doing, if you share in the vision of, a more joyful, brighter community, give us your money.
It's true. I had a boss who used to say, no peso, no say so, right? And it's like, no pesos, no buckets for the Bronx. So
yeah. So where do they send that to?
So we'll be rolling out some more information. The best way for right now, I would say, is, everyone's on Instagram now. So just hit that link in bio at Jessica.Altagracia and we'll be in touch with you. You'll get an automatic response. It's like, hey, thanks for signing up. We have dozens of folks who've signed up over the years to volunteer. Mm-hmm. And we'll definitely be promoting this. Haram is an incredible social media guru. And so I'm sure you'll see all the cash cow ads and things coming up over the next few months. And shout out to his 5K, which is coming up in December too, by the way.
Oh, beautiful. Any other people working with you guys that you want to give a shout out to?
Oh my God, everyone. Yeah. I feel like a special shout out to Monique and the team at Very Rare Productions. Yeah. She is an incredible director and she helped us in so many ways, not only with the Madison Square Garden tickets, but also getting us a colorist who made sure that the film itself was vibrant. Yeah. And I mean, we've talked a lot about this, but making sure that especially us melanated folks can shine bright on camera and not look flat, this is really important. And so I also have to thank Rachel for just being always so caring and thoughtful about how we collaborate and how we share these stories with teens from the Bronx at the center of that story.
Beautiful. All right, you guys are doing great work. Whenever you help others get what they need out of life, you get more than you can handle.
Amen.
I say that all the time.
Amen.
It's a circle of love. It comes right back around. You give.
That's right.
You get by giving.
That's right.
It's one of the paradoxes of life.
Yeah.
So thank you for all that you're doing.
Thank
if there's anybody out there watching us, of course there are, and you feel in your heart that you want to give.
Thank you.
Give.
Yes,
so, but you'll be coming up with the information where they can do that. Right?
Yes. So we'll be sharing all of that information.
Is there a website now, or are you working on it?
We don't have that quite yet. Again, we're a volunteer group, but we will be sharing more information. In the documentary too, you'll hear the teens talk about how they pretty much all learned about the event from Instagram. Yeah. And so we have learned, again, through Haram's social media skills, that this is one of the best ways to connect with a lot of teens. And we have a database of volunteers who are plugged into our work. You'll definitely be reading some more about this in our local news outlets as well. And so folks will just have to stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
But watch the documentary.
First, watch the documentary.
Yes.
Or you can get it to our producer here, Stephen.
Yes.
BronxNet.
Yes, we gave it to Stephen. So
with a PH.
Yes, Stephen
with a PH.
Stephen with a PH. Shout out to Stephen.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Any
you.
last words before we wrap up?
I mean, my last word
you
would
got
be
everything in there?
A thank you to the teens who came out and
you can't forget about the teens.
We cannot forget about them. Folks like Genesis, one of the 3 girls who was there, the winners, Khalil and Melton, and a number of folks, Kareem. This event was for them, but what was most amazing about that afternoon on Saturday was just to see how joyful all of those teens were. And so we do this for them. We thank them for trusting us and spending some time with us. And so the next one will do it even bigger for them. And so thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you. And call us down so we can help document what you're doing.
That's right.
You put it on here, you put it on there.
And you're going to play too, right?
Yeah. If you can get my old bones out there, I can probably do a little something. Thank you guys for all that you do.
Thank you.
Rachel Kessler, producer, director, filmmaker, and storyteller. Jessica Altagracia Woolford, founder Kingsbridge Unidos. Thank you guys so much for joining us. All right, you come back and do it again. All right.
We will.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Friends for life.
That's
Friends
right.
for life.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. You don't have the website up yet.
You can follow my work at my website. It's, oh my God, I'm going to get made so much fun of by you. My name without vowels.
Your name without vowels, but you can probably transfer some of the information over here until you
Yes.
get yours straightened out.
You'll
then
be
you can
able
put it
to
back.
see, some of her work, my old campaign ad, and some
Rachel
other
without
stuff
vowels.
Yeah.
Rachel Kessler.
Rachel.
It's a lifestyle.
It's okay. And you're not storytelling. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take a break right here. We've got more open coming up next.